There we go. Okay, we can change it off of Jedi Rocks now. Okay. Hello, hello. Is there anybody able to hear me? Okay. Man, I'm so lost on Twitch nowadays. It's been so long. TV. Okay, and if I click this, does this work? Are we live? I think we are live. Hey, if anybody's watching on Twitch or YouTube, can you please let me know if my microphone, if my mic sounds okay? That would be super duper helpful. This is my first stream in a very long while on these channels, so I want to make sure that everything's going smoothly. You know, I'm gonna screw starting soon screens. I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Man, oh, there we go. I'm also using. Hello, mic is good. Great. I'm also using a new streaming software that's not OBS for the first time, so we'll see how this goes. Also, I have a now apparently outdated Elgato capture card that I've had for 8 years. I can't get it to work, so we're gonna try to play the Steam version of KOTOR because I also have it on Steam. I was gonna play it on my Switch because it's, you know, a nice. I think it might be upscaled, or at least it's like 1080p for whatever reason, or 720p. At least for whatever reason, on Steam, I can't get it to not be a square, which is really annoying. But how's it going? This is my first actual like live stream to this channel in 2.5 years or something. Yeah, it did be ancient. I've been streaming on I used to stream on Twitch starting in like 2014, League of Legends. Oh, that was 11 years ago. Gosh, I was a senior in high school. And I tried like 2 or 3 times to do like the streaming thing, and it just never really panned out. And then we moved, and then I was around the time we were moving, I was also planning Tabletop Empire, and so that's kind of what happened. I kind of started doing YouTube too instead of streaming, but I never forgot streaming. I just wasn't able to with our internet capabilities. I'm doing good. I mean, as good as I can. The wife and the toddler both had the flu this past week, so it's been a lot. But welcome, Living Damon. How's it going? We're gonna dive into KOTOR and hope it works. As I was just explaining earlier, my capture card decided to not want to work anymore because it's ancient. So we'll see if I have it on Steam. So we'll see if the Steam version works. We shall see. If it doesn't work, we'll figure something out. So, yeah, thankfully everybody's getting over the flu, so it's fine. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Got some good old Star Wars lo-fi because I really don't care about ad revenue. I mean, this YouTube channel is not even monetized. So, oh gosh, I hope you guys can't hear the game. Hey, at least it's full screen now. So I played a little bit of KOTOR. So technically the title's kind of a lie. It's KOTOR 1. It's kind of a lie. I've never beaten KOTOR. I played like 10 hours and then I got soft locked and I didn't feel like restarting. So that was a thing. Oh hey, it looks like the resolution fixed itself though. So then that was like 2 or 3 years ago. So I'm just now gonna restart again. Hopefully not be soft locked. It is KOTOR 1 though, and if I like it well enough, we'll play KOTOR 2 because I also own KOTOR 2 on Steam. Thinking of the shave off serial numbers of Star Wars RPG to run your own space opera campaign. Thinking of shaving off the serial numbers of a Star Wars RPG to run your own space opera campaign. Let my players take careers and talents from Star Wars, but not set in the Star Wars universe. Ooh, that sounds interesting. User gameplay, yeah. I mean, I definitely haven't played this on PC, and I don't know if this is gonna matter, but I don't even have a mouse set up on my laptop at the moment, so I might be playing with a trackpad. If you guys really recommend me to not play with a trackpad, I'll go get a mouse and plug it in. I just hate mice on MacBooks. Suck. I'm actually not a fan. I'm not a fan of Mac at all, but it works really well for video editing, and so I literally got this for content creation. Okay, well, let's dive on into KOTOR, because this is the one thing that's nice about single player games is I can very easily chat with you guys while I play. Unless the window decides to break. This is my trial run with a software called Meld, and so we'll see if it works. Oh gosh. Oh, it's because the software that I'm using only lets it be this resolution? What? Can I make it stretch? What? That is bananas. Bananas, I say. Why? Hang on. What? It's broken, dude. Hang on. Sorry, hang on. I'm trying to fix. Let me see if I can fix this. Mouse pad, yeah, I don't normally use mouse pads at all, but options, graphics, advanced options. Is there a way to not be full screen? Is there a way to not be full screen, please? Please, game? This software is really frustrating me now at this point. Okay, I see it's there. Now it disappears. Can you stay full screen while I like tab out, please, game? Oh my word, dude! I'm starting to remember. I don't know if this is my streaming software issue or if it's a different issue, but This is going to annoy me. Why can't I capture the game? Please let me work. Let this work. Okay, here. You know what we're gonna do? We're going. Okay, I got it. We're going to display capture, right? We're gonna. I can't see. I'm gonna hide chat for just a second, so I can't read the chat just at this moment. What is why did I disappear? I'm supposed to be on top. Oh, it's because I have to select a window. Okay. There we go. Question mark? Cool. I think that works well enough, right? Y'all can hear. If y'all need audio things or anything different, let me know. We're gonna go ahead and get started. As soon as I can like zoom out. Okay, new game. I have no idea. Skillful rogue that gets on by with stealth and guile. An explorer, most at home on the fringes of space. A battle-ready fighter with no equal in combat. The game's a lot of combat, so that seems like it could be good. What do y'all think? Is there like one class that y'all recommend? Or should I just pick whichever one I want? I'm thinking male soldier, but I don't know if there's something that's better here. I'm waiting for chat. Let's just do male soldier. Use an optimized template. Honestly, is quick character fine? I feel like a quick character. Ooh, hang on. You get to choose what the guy looks like? This guy kind of looks like me if I was a bit more of a chud. Same with this guy looks like me if I was if I looked like a little bit more of a dork. And then there's a bunch of people who look nothing like me. Okay. Let's do me if I had a mullet. We'll do our inner Obi-Wan. And because it's Star Wars, it has to have a really corny name. So we're gonna do I kind of go both ways. I kind of do both when I play RPGs. It's kind of whatever mood I'm in. Well, let's name our guy Pontius. Is that how you spell Pontius? Pontius. And his last name will be Mullet because he's a mullet. Pontius Mullet. Play. Let's do it. Ooh, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Star Trek. Man, this intro will never not give me like goosebumps when I'm seeing it in a movie theater. I'm so excited for Revenge of the Sith in theater for the first time. Knights of the Old Republic. 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Republic verges on collapse. Darth Malak, last surviving apprentice of the Dark Lord Revan, has unleashed an invincible Sith armada upon unsuspecting galaxy. Crushing all resistance, Malak's war of conquest has left the Jedi Order scattered and vulnerable, as countless knights fall in battle, and many more swear allegiance to the new Sith Master. In the skies above the Outer Rim world of Taris, a Jedi battle fleet engages the forces of Darth Malak in a desperate effort to halt the Sith's galactic domination. ... And here is a purple elephant that cost $10,000 to animate. You're wondering how I'm gonna play my character? Dark side, light side, or just whatever I feel. I mean, I'm sure if I enjoy the game well enough and I go back and play it, then I may do like something specific. I'll probably just kind of not think. I'm probably not gonna think too hard about it. We're just trying to like beat the game. Neat. I mean, for 2003, this looks pretty lit. Mullet man, wake up.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet.
Oh no.
Our spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time. I'm Trask Olgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire.
He looks like a nerd.
Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Bastila.
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer really, but she's the one in charge of this mission.
All about that Bastila.
You swore an oath just to on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath.
Make good on that oath.
Reputation, elite combat training, tops in your class. It's no wonder you were handpicked for this mission. Word is the officers haven't seen a recruit with your kind of potential in 20 years.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna just lower myself a little bit so I'm not floating off the top of the screen. Oh no, that's just how it looks. Okay. That's fine too.
But all that potential doesn't mean a thing if you can't deliver when it counts. We're soldiers. We're trained for combat.
Oh, you know what? I think that's just how the
men and women like us at her side during this attack.
About that
Hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
You can move the mouse to the edges of the screen to rotate the camera. Alternately, moving the mouse while holding down the right mouse button will rotate the camera as well.
Oh, that's annoying. I don't have a mouse. I maybe should get, okay, maybe I should get a mouse. You know?
To move towards the footlocker,
yeah,
hold
it's
down
fine.
You can left click and an
oh, there we go. Oh gosh, I remember why I hate this on PC. Get items. Hey, I got XP. Man, this is so much better with a controller. Oh no.
Put your equipment on so we can get out of here.
I remember why I never played this for more than like 5 minutes on PC. Its controls are awful.
use the equip screen to equip. Use left.
Okay. Equip screen. Ooh, short sword. Yeah. Actually, you know, let's do blaster rifle. Well, actually, I'm a strength character, right? Where's my stats? So I'm guessing the sword uses strength, right? No, does it not? Oh, look. Okay, the 2 hit is the +4, so I think that means it's because I have a higher chance of hitting, but it does less damage, right? 11-year-old, you had a thing for Bastila. If I do not have a corded Xbox controller, and because I'm on a MacBook, I don't have any available USB-A slots to plug it into. If I did, I don't know. This just seems better. It like blast rifle just low key seems better, even if the 2 hit is +1 short, like lower. Anything else? No.
Okay, let's move out. We should.
Trask.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Can y'all hear the game okay? Is the volume of everything like balanced and adjusted?
You always control the leader of the left click to target the door.
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
Mullet punches mullet. Hey, 100 XP. When do I level up? SW. Why is it SW, Z, and C? Oh, I hate that. Okay, we're no. No, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no. WASD for life. Thank you. The short damage is actually 4 to 9 when equipped by you based on your strength. Oh.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable
I still think the blast rifle does more damage, right? Because it's only though it's a
He's seen more combat than the rest of
it's a
the
+3
Endar
instead of a
Spires put together.
+4.
He says things are bad. You better believe it. We have
But the
to get
highest
the
damage is
to
still
help
higher,
with
I think.
Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a
By
copy of
1.
Karth's message in your electronic
I could be
phone,
wrong.
just in case we
That's based off my terrible memory. Oh, it's probably J, right? Like J is journal. Hey. I was close. L. Okay, L for log. Oh, I'm starting to see why it was why WASD was the thing. I was wrong, game. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
And that door is locked. I don't have the codes to open it. But switch me to the party.
Fine. Pew pew. Gotcha.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic.
They're the Republic. Clicking the mouse activates a selected combat feat. A character's available combat feat at tiers. First. This guy. Nope, not allowed to move. Okay. Nope. Okay, I got it. Attack. And then... Oh, okay, I gotta select 3. I gotta select 3. Added the key. Press the pause button to continue. Hey, I did it. credits. Found credits. Ma, I have money. I'm rich. Door. Yup. Yup. Yeah. Let me loot a body. Guess I can't loot their body. Frag grenade, short sword, long sword. Credits, med pack. Ooh, med pack. I get a boost die to healing with medicine check. Pew pew. Oh, I see. Oh. Kablooey. Oh, we're just gonna attack this guy. Okay. You know, I should have moved further over, I admit. There we go. Okay, spaces pause. And then we're gonna Q attack you. Oh, okay. No. I didn't want to do that. I just want to attack. Okay. Med pack self. Hey, full HP. Let's go. I don't know what I'm doing. Where I'm going. Remains. Hey, we like a bunch of free frag grenades. Mott would be very happy right now. If anybody who doesn't know who Mott is, if you're lurking, I run a YouTube channel for Star Wars RPG, the tabletop role-playing game. We're currently in the middle of our actual play called Dark Underworld, and we have one character named Mott who is obsessed with grenades. It's a very fun time. You should go check it out on YouTube.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila.
Bastila.
Used her help.
You could have used my help. What are you talking about? I'm literally right here, fool. Could have used my help. I'm grateful. It sounds like to me. Bridge, right? You want to go to the bridge?
The bridge is just beyond that door. Better equip your melee weapon. There isn't much room on the bridge, and it's suicide. I should equip him.
Oh, I know how to equip. There we go. Jeez. Ooh, that longsword looks like it do damage. Oh, we dual wielding now. Let's go. Come on, dude. Get good. There we go.
Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods.
You better head that way too.
Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Okay, well, let's oh, I can level up. Let's see, what skill do I want? Wisdom, Dex, intellect. What's my current wisdom? It's 12, intellect is 10. Okay, so probably want some wisdom skills, right? Or dexterity, actually. Oh, I see. Okay, this is the point cost. Treat injury, improves the amount of damage healed when a med pack is used. Well, it full healed me last time, so... I don't think that's super useful. Oh, and I can't go backwards either? Okay. You know, there doesn't seem that many skills here either. Whatever. Fine. Feats. I like feats. Not that kind of feats. This feat reduces the attack penalty of a character wielding a double-bladed weapon. Ooh. Well, since I'm dual wielding now, we'll take that. Accept. Close. Okay. Can I walk? Why can't I walk? Game. Yeah, soldier doesn't get a lot of skill points, and intelligence also gives you more skill points. You can just use another character to be skill monkey. Why can't I? It won't let me walk right now. Game. Let me walk. Am I stuck? I'm just stuck. Unless I have to talk to this guy. Better. I literally can't move. Game, let me move. Okay, let's go gameplay. Key mapping. Okay, we're gonna tab in, tab out. No. My game's not paused. Well, I remember this game having technical difficulties on PC through Steam. Maybe this was the technical difficulty. I don't know what I'm supposed to do if I can't move. Google. Star Wars KOTOR can't move. Somebody says try toggling VSync. Shh. Talking to you. Wait, gameplay? No, it is graphics. I don't know what VSync has to do with this. Nope. Let's see here. Apparently I have to close out and reopen the game, possibly. That's really annoying. I guess we'll save. Exit. Load. Okay, there we go. That's going to be really annoying if I have to keep doing that. Oh, hang on. tabbed out. There we go. I can now read chat again. Parts pile. I like parts. Maybe you go a different way. You know, I didn't fully explore this room. There might be something good in here. Like this door to the escape pods.
Something behind here. Damn, another dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape
A
pod.
dark
Go.
Jedi. Dude dead. Rip my party member. Nah. Rip party member.
This is Carthonasi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
I have to. We gonna run up and smack him in the face. What a bro sack. Yeah, no. Oh gosh. Do I have to do this after every fight? Oh no. Oh no. Homie. This ain't gonna be it, Chief. This is gonna get old real quick. After every battle. Yeah, he just died in one hit.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Every time I have a combat, I don't know if I want to do this. Being completely honest. I can't even be mad because it's a game from 2003. But like, it is seriously frustrating. Droid alone for now. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that either. If only it worked on this. If only I could get my Switch attached or whatever working. That'd be nice. Slice computers try override a root program. Slicing requires computer spikes. Okay. Yeah, it's just a PC issue. Did that count as combat? It did not. We're safe. Oh man. Gosh, and I can't even be like, you know what? It's not working. Let's play Hollow Knight, because guess what? Hollow Knight's also on my Switch.
You made it just in time.
Fun
Only one
times.
active escape pod left.
Fun
Come on,
times.
we can hide out on the planet below. I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you.
I'm
the
a
last
soldier.
two crew members left in the Thunder Spire. Basil's escape
Last
pod's already gone,
two.
so there's no reason for us to stick around.
Where'd he go? He's lazily listing to the left. Man, that guy knows some maneuvers. So you just play your melee brute as a pacifist? Problem solved. Oh yeah. The pacifist soldier. And we go on Hacksaw Ridge up in this. It's funny because I have a sword. Hacksaw. What was the name of the character from Hacksaw Ridge? It's Andrew Garfield, but it's like
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep.
starts with the
You've
D.
been having one hell of a nightmare. Was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
I'm Pontius Mullet, by the way.
We're in an exhibit.
Oh, that name's so funny.
Terraces, I saw there is. That's that I believe. Bastila is no ordinary.
She's no
Jedi.
ordinary Jedi.
She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Basila's power.
Battle meditation. I wonder if that's where Star Wars RPG got the Force power from, or if did that exist in like books in the EU beforehand. I don't know like anything about the EU, admittedly. I'm a movies and shows kind of person. Sometimes I'm kind of getting into some audiobooks, but I haven't read enough to like really get into it. You also had dreams of Bastila in your sleep.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malik's she's gonna have the whole. While you were out, I did some.
Sure, we'll look for
The
Bastila.
Undercity's good idea. I've heard some, but I figured.
Yeah, we don't need to upgrade anything yet. It's too early. Ooh, med packs. I need as many of those as possible so I don't soft lock myself again.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
It's Cad Bane's great granddaddy. He's dead.
What's this? A Republic beauty.
What? Yeah, I'm a Republic fugitive. Ready? Boom. He's dead. Mistakes were made. I don't know. Was that a Republic patrol? I don't know. It just murdered. And maybe I Maybe I just play a murder hobo character. So that way I have to do this so much more frequently. How does Steam get away with selling this on Steam? Okay, you're just a cleanup man, so you get a pass. Hey you.
What?
Yeah.
On it.
Unlock this door.
It's open. Sure.
Oh, I have a level. That's what that means. Levels, skills. Again, 1 skill point. What do I do when... You know, I like awareness. We'll do awareness. Need level 4 for that one. Plus 1 skill bonus to both demolitions and stealth. Let's see, doubles the crit melee attacks. Yes. I like that. Your first gameplay of KOTOR 1 and 2 were murder hobos. I mean, at this point, playing a murder hobo would be masochistic for myself, because I'd have to save and load after every fight. Twi'lek. Oh. Hey, it's the gold one.
Ready.
Ready.
On it.
Oh.
It's open.
Did anybody here play
Yes.
Warcraft 3? Or even just Hearthstone? Oh. Hold on. Work's done. I will admit I didn't play that much Warcraft 3, just a little bit. I'm typically not a huge like RTS kind of person. There's one RTS I really like called Supreme Commander, but that's kind of the exception. Typically not a huge. That's the upper city. Now we gotta break into all the doors. Hearthstone, yeah, okay, so you remember the little minions that went. Oh. Okay, you seem charismatic. I'm gonna use you to. Donkey. Get item. Look at them items. Honestly, okay, the bag looks like a walkie-talkie. Kinda. Like if you're standing over here, right? Doesn't it kind of look like it's a walkie-talkie or a radio, a hand radio or something? Like a really big hand radio. That's kind of what I thought it was for a second. Pleased to meet you. My name is Pontius Mullet. Let's see what you got for sale, man. I have 100 credits. And this costs more than I got. Sell this though. Sell stuff like item value 0. What kind of malarkey is this? A vibroblade. The dialogue persuasion is only based on your character. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, okay. It's based on my guy. That makes sense. It doesn't look like it has anything that I have equipped. Right, so I'm going a melee build, so we're just gonna Bippity boppity boop, all of that stuff. Oh, I see. It's not like a recharging shield thing. It's like it's a limited use item. Well, that makes sense, and it's also kind of sad. Where can I see like what I'm wearing? Can I see?
Sure.
Conscious mullet. Let's see what you're wearing. Clothing. Okay, well, it might help if I put the combat suit on. Defense is 4, max dex bonus is +5. Well, my dex is +3, so that doesn't matter. Okay. Hakuna Matata. What do you got for sale? Okay, this is what I have. I have the thing. Wait. Okay, so hang on. This is what I have. It's 4 plus 3. 7. This would be 9. That's 8. That's also 9. And this is a lot cheaper. So let's buy this. Okay, yeah, great. It's more than 150 credits. Who cares? Why are you warning me? Military suit, right? There we go. +2 armor. We cooking with gas. Okay, now we can sell the combat suit. My cat needs more food. Give me 1 second. Okay. I back. Sorry, my cat has an automatic feeder and it ran out of food. But you know, she has a little bit of a swinging belly, so if she goes 2 or 3 feedings without me catching it, I'm really not that worried. She's fat.
What?
She'll be fine. It feeds her like a little bit of amount, like 4 times a day. Otherwise, she'll like, if I feed her a big feeding like once or twice a day, then when she's not getting food more consistently, she'll like break into bags of bread and steal sandwiches, and it's fun. So I feed her and like a fourth of her meal 4 times a day. So when I say like I may not catch it for 3 meals, that's like at most like 1 day where I may not catch it. That's empty. But she's a fat kitty,
Who are you?
so
What are
she's
you doing
fine.
in here? You can't just come barging into someone's.
Oh, I'm just looking for something to steal. Get out of my way, and you won't
That's
get
no
hurt.
excuse.
No, I'm not playing a bad. I'm not playing a bad guy. I think I will play good guy, but I'm a good guy who's just more than willing to murder bad guys. Was that chaotic? Is that chaotic good? I'm really bad at the alignment chart. I think the alignment chart's like a horrible version. Honestly, like the alignment chart, this might be a tabletop RPG hot take, but like I think the alignment chart is the worst personality chart possible. Like it just doesn't work. It's too confusing. I don't think it works very well.
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he... I don't want to talk about it. Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off. But it also... Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty. I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. Could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It's probably where that's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Goodbye and good...
Hey, we about to help someone. Let's go. Apartments. Okay, we've now circled everything. So now we can... Where's the lower city? Right? Like, wasn't there a way to get to the lower city? This was upper city. Nope, that wasn't the upper city. This was not the upper city either. This is the upper city. Journal entry added. Your hair is as long as your character. Yes, got a mullet. Well, this isn't my character. I mean, technically Noah has this long hair too. Ragro. So I don't. His isn't really a mullet. What makes it a mullet is like it's short on the sides. So I guess it's not. It's just tucked behind the ear, which makes it look like a mullet.
Yes, what's on your mind? Terrace? The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past, and things have gotten worse.
I actually used to have long hair in middle
From
school,
what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're
and then I cut it off and I had short hair, and since high school.
worse the lower you go.
But I kind of looked like a dweeb until I was in my early 20s. So, and nothing against dweebs. All my friends are the dweeb crew. Nerds and proud.
Me?
Nerds are more fun anyway
Been a star
than
pilot
not
for the
nerds,
Republic
but
for years. But with all my homeworld,
I was like 23 before I believe that I started looking any level of attractive at all. Well, maybe not 23. I was like 21. It's your fault. Like you failed.
it shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed.
Okay, but have y'all noticed that like nerds are way more fun than not nerds? Like people down with like gaming and TTRPGs and card games and video games and all that fun stuff, like and Star Wars and Marvel, like those people are just more fun than the people that aren't. And sometimes, like, I don't know, what do people do if they don't have nerdy hobbies? You know? What do people do with their life? Them, you mean the people of your
No,
homeworld?
you probably mean well with you. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind.
Okay. Well. Kebler's shop. Man.
I heard the gangs have overrun the lower city. Why don't the Sith go down there and restore order?
Cantina entrance. You like cantinas? You don't know how people get by without at least a touch of escapism? Yeah, I don't know.
Don't you just
Well, okay, so for me, it's like,
all that
well, okay, define escapism.
credits? It's enough to make
Like
people
just
go,
something fun to just occupy your brain for a little bit of time,
What do you want?
or something to literally try to like escape the real world. Do you mean escapism in like the literal sense, or in the kind of figurative, just like, you know, do something that like a real life's not in your brain for 3 hours or whatever?
You don't even. If you're
Let's find this guy. Where's this dude? Jurgen. Jurgen. Music room, patron dancing. They jump off planes and drive motorcycles. See, but they don't though. I'm kind of convinced, like, they just spend too much time on
I
Snapchat.
can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares?
Though honestly, like, okay, so I don't necessarily play like Star Wars RPG or whatever for escapism. I play it because it's like the only time each week or month I get to actually just hang out with my friends. It's like my friendo quality time, you know. Full Mental Checkout for escapism. A good show can be close though. Yeah, for sure. I think for me, like, it's a way to like recharge, like mental recharge the batteries. Just do something that's not like, it doesn't require a ton of like important mental effort. So like I'll enjoy like a good like strategy board game or a game where I have to think hard about it, but like, you know, it's different when it's not real world consequences. Ooh. Ooh, Mr. Hut. Dude, okay, so I just found out last night that Daredevil Reborn is, or whatever, or Daredevil Born Again is pretty much a season 4 of Daredevil. I thought it was just gonna be like a soft reboot where they like same characters, same actors, but you know, kind of start over. And then I got like 15 minutes into the first season of Born Again, and I'm like, is this a continuation? And I looked it up, and apparently it's a continuation. So it's like a season 4 of Daredevil. So now I'm very excited to keep watching. I got about half an episode in last night before I crashed. So that's probably what I'll finish tonight after the stream. I'm thinking about, I'll probably be live for like a total of 2 hours tonight. So I'll probably be on for another like 50 minutes or so. The mysterious stranger. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat.
Dead-eyed Duncan.
A relative newcomer to the Tarish dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name. The mysterious stranger.
I'm actually, okay, so for my IRL Star Wars RPG group, I'm actually really excited because we have a new person and maybe a second new person joining our group. So it's, for the longest time, it's just been like our GM. Well, I used to GM the group, and it was all their first times playing the system. But after doing that for a little bit, and once I started Dark Underworld, one of the players who had GM'd a bunch in other systems was like, I don't mind GMing, just that way you don't have to, there's one less campaign you have to like think about while you're doing the podcast. And I'm like, that would actually be fantastic. So that's when we started the new one in September. Mysterious mullet. That's great. And so, what was I saying? My brain just shut off. Oh, yeah, so it's been pretty much just like the GM and then 3 PCs for the entirety of this campaign. Oh man. Get out of here, kid. So I'm really, but like, we have no intelligence on our party at all. So I'm really excited to hopefully get somebody who has some intellect. Yeah, I am loving getting to play as a player right now. I'm super invested in my character. I'm playing a female Togrutan named Forza, who's like on the cusp of about to turn 18. Like kind of new weird stuff had happened like growing up, alluding to force powers, but not knowing about the force at all. And so it's kind of like a discovering connection to the force slash finding lost family relatives slash hiding from a person that like pretty much I was enslaved to for 10 years. I'm really enjoying playing this character. It's the first time I've actually ever played a it's the first time I've ever played a female character in a TTRPG. And it's really fun because it's just like so different than it's just different than real life, right? So it's I think because it's different, it's fun. Typical GM to play ratio before the campaign that I'm playing in now, for Star Wars RPG, it's like it used to be like 100% GM ratio. I used to never get to be a player at all since the first time I played the game in 2016. After like a 3 or 4 month campaign I was in that introduced me to the game in early 2016, which was my second semester freshman year in college. I was the forever GM for the system. If you're Anxiety Chick, if you're familiar with Tabletop Empire, my other channel, my main channel, Ragro, Noah, he's my best friend. He GMs. He really likes the Powered by the Apocalypse stuff and Star Trek Adventures, and so like I've been players in some of his. We've done a handful of Dungeon World, like League of Legends universe campaigns that I was a PC for, but I really don't like Dungeon World. And admittedly, that's the only Powered by the Apocalypse that I have experience with, but I really hate Dungeon World. So but yeah, I'm typically the forever GM, unfortunately, but I'm really getting to enjoy being a player. But here's the thing, I also used to not like being a player either, so that didn't really help, because I just didn't have the attention span, and it was really hard for me to get invested. But that was also kind of like I hadn't done it since really early on in my tabletop RPG experience, so it was like I was kind of playing it more like a video game than a narrative storytelling game. And I think that's why like I just kept mentally checking out after like 2 hours and just not having the attention span. So once I kind of understood the game more, that really helped my enjoyment of being a PC. And even now though, like it's kind of difficult because if I really connect with my PC, then I have a lot of fun. But if I don't like connect with my PC or not really sure, then it's really difficult for me to like feel invested in it. And I haven't really figured out like what about certain characters makes me feel really invested in that character versus like characters where I didn't feel as connected. Yeah, no problem, man. It's something that I wish I wanted it to exist. So when I started getting into the system, I was watching like Steve is Bored. He's now like Art Drawn Bad or something. He changed his channel. And there were a handful of other videos, but like the information was really scattered across a lot of different like videos, and it was really and there were like certain topics that there just weren't videos on. And I was like, man, I really wish there was like some like coherent way to like learn the game, like start to finish. The game did the thing again. And then about the same time I was wishing for this thing to exist, my wife and I were watching Legends of Vox Machina season 1, and I was like, man, I wish something like this existed for Star Wars RPG. And then like all the light bulbs came on, and I was like, wait, I'm in between YouTube channels right now because I want to make videos, and I didn't know what I wanted to make videos on because it felt like a lot of the niches that I wanted to do were like oversaturated, like stuff like gaming and whatnot. So I wasn't sure what exactly I wanted. I need to find some place to shop. Actually, I do have vibro swords. Let me check my vibro swords. It was kind of like a light bulb moment of like, ooh, I know what I can make videos on. And like at the time, I wasn't like the most expert Star Wars RPG person ever out there. I have all 3 rule books. I know how to make videos, kinda. So I'll just make the videos that I want to exist. Why is this a prototype? ×2. Okay. Okay, we should be good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I used to play live games with Noah, but unfortunately, when we moved to Florida, he did not move to Florida. So he is 11 hours away, and he's about to move up north, so he's gonna be even farther away. Yippee. But we're both going to Gen Con, or not Gen Con. We're both going to Gamer Nation Con, which is run by the Order 66 guys. So we'll get to play some in person there. We typically we try to see each other. Oh, I got one shot. What the heck? He's going to the con with me though, so he's absolutely does not want to live in Florida because he's a northern boy. He grew up in Illinois. So, whereas I grew up in North Carolina. So, but even then, Florida's too hot for me. It's definitely too hot for him. He definitely does not want to live down here. But we typically try to see each other at least in person at least once a year or so. I got to see him in person. When was the last time I saw him in person? Was it last January? Was it a year? Was it over a year ago? Last January? Might have been last January. We went to the same. We both flew to the same. Well, he drove, but we went to the same wedding in Ohio. Okay, that guy murdered me. I need to find some. Wait, hang on. No, he didn't. Oh, save scumming. Gotta love it. Okay, let's find there's a shop out here. I remember seeing one. So let's go do that. Okay, hang on. Let me check out. You recently ran Masks: A New Generation, which feels teen superhero stuff. I think Noah's actually playing a Masks campaign in person up where they're at with some of our friends, if I remember correctly. Or it's either that or it's the vampire one. Okay, where's the way out of the building? That's okay, hang on. I might be a little bit. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let's see. But I do play virtual games over Discord with Noah. a decent amount. As a forever, you're a forever GM as well, and you also suffer from being a bad player. The few times you get to do it, the attention span is a big thing. It is, and I think what really helps with the attention span is being super invested in my character, to where like it feels like I'm in between episodes of Andor. Like when Andor is airing, where like every week just waits for an eternity because I want to know the next thing that happens. I'm like super invested in my character, and so like every minute is just like precious, you know. But if I don't feel that way, then like playing as a PC is kind of can be a little bit of a slog for me. So like if I had to rank it, it's like if I'm PC that I'm super into, I enjoy this much. GMing is like here, and then playing a PC that I don't enjoy is as well as much as down there. Should took no, yeah. When and how did I meet Noah? If it's no, it's not personal at all. We both went to the same university. Within the first week of both of our freshman year. Well, actually, bumped into each other moving into our dorm. Because I was bringing up my guitar, and he was pulling up a viola or something, carrying in a viola, and like, oh, cool, you also play music, kind of thing. And then like a day or two later, I was leaving the dorm building, and I kind of did the thing where I'm like walking. And then I take like 3 steps back and I turn and look into Noah's room, and I'm like, is that an NES? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, can I join? He's like, sure. And literally just like immediately clicked, best friends immediately. Like no awkward phase. Like, and then we spent the next year of college pretty much inseparable, just hanging out, having fun, playing video games, hosting Smash tournaments for our dorm hall. It's a fun time. And then he wasn't really taking his school like the university stuff seriously. And then also didn't really know what he wanted to do. So he decided to not come back the next year, stayed up in Illinois, which was 13 hours away. But we remained best friends on long distance for 4 years or so, and then in that time I got married. And then his parents moved out west, and so he was living with his parents at the time, so then he had to find his own place, and we found a really cheap townhome in the same apartment complex as us, and the same place he went to college, so he knew a bunch of people down there still. So he moved about 100 yards away from us, like a football field away. And that was really fun for about 2 years. Well, actually, no. We lived about 3 miles away for the first year, and then we moved into that apartment area because we found a good apartment, and we lived like a football field away for a year. And then we weren't planning on leaving for Florida until we had our first kid. When we weren't planning to have, me and Ashlyn weren't planning on having our first kid until like 4 years into marriage. It was kind of funny though, because it was like, when do you want to get married? When do you want to have kids? We were talking about getting married, and we're like, I was like, 4 years is a good number. We'll wait like 4 years. And then 2 years rolled by, and she's like, so you still thinking like 2 years from now? And I'm like, another 4 years. And then like 3 months later, we found out we were having our first child. And then it was like, well, I guess we're moving to Florida a lot sooner than we were hoping or planning to. Just because my wife's family is all here. So have family support for children's. So we ended up moving down. He stayed, but we did do Noah likes to sing more than play viola. So what time is it, by the way? I'm at I think this is a good saving spot for KOTOR. Y'all down to just finish the chat off with some just chatting? I kind of just want to talk. I'm having fun talking. So let's do that. We'll pick up KOTOR again next Sunday. So yeah, and then so we moved away, but he's still there where we were, but he's about to move up north again. So it's a fun time. Let me change Twitch to be just chatting. Yeah. Okay, here's the other thing. Should I green screen or not green screen? You know, I could just do this. I feel like not green screening's better. I don't know. I'll start off. Then I can zoom out. Nope, that's zooming in. We can zoom out. There we go. But we were not both playing TTRPGs before. Well, Noah played a little bit of TTRPGs in high school, I think. And once or twice, my high school best friend and I tried D&D when I was in like 9th or 10th grade, but it was just me and him, and we were doing it very wrong. Like I think I cast Magic Missile like 20 times in a row. Like that's how wrong we were playing it. Didn't know we were doing it all, so we didn't really enjoy it because we didn't know we were doing. But my first real exposure to this to tabletop role playing was the Star Wars RPG system in college. But yeah. Oh, I was saying, I remember saying now. Noah's more of a singer than a viola player. Like he played viola in the university band or whatever, but like he really enjoys singing. So we did a handful of open mics where like I played guitar and did harmony, and he would do the singing. So like one open mic we did Reliant K, Who I Am Hates Who I've Been. So that was really fun. But I mean, I still play guitar. Can't really see them unless I swing it out. I got a guitar here, and a guitar here, and then I got a 2 on the other wall, 1 on my closet, 2 in my closet, and a bass guitar on that wall. I give guitar lessons as well as a supplemental income because everything's expensive right now, and I have a mortgage, so. And YouTube's not really making money. Like I actually don't make money off of YouTube. In fact, I think I kind of still lose money because I just kind of reinvest everything from YouTube back into YouTube. So any super chats, any memberships, any Patreon, any ad revenue, like it literally all just goes right back into the channel. So it's not making it's making enough, but it's not making enough to like really make money. So everything just kind of gets reinvested. So whether it be for like equipment or gear to make videos better, or I'm currently commissioning. This is a secret. So if you guys are watching this, it's a Tabletop Empire secret. I'm currently commissioning artwork for some merch for Dark Underworld that is gonna be spicy. Not in like the inappropriate spicy, but just like it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. And the person doing it is actually the person who it's the person who did the Bumblebee artwork. I reached out to her after really enjoying her Bumblebee fan art. I was like, "Hey, would you be down to try to commission this?" And they were like, "Sure." She was like, "Sure." You first played in high school with your math teacher and classmates? Oh, nice. Yeah, I kind of wish we had in high school somebody to teach us kind of how to play. But even when I first started playing for reals, like I was so much of a video gamer at the time, like there wasn't that disassociation. I kind of thought I was playing a video. It was just kind of like a video game with dice, and not like a narrative thing. So it just wasn't very fun because I didn't understand it. Next character for Noah. I hope he plays a bard so he can enjoy sweet vocals. Oh yeah. Well, okay. Actually, Noah's. Don't tell Noah, or you may be in Lightspeed Lounge. Feel free. Feel free to like bring it up and embarrass him. Let's see. And keep in mind, this was also recorded in like a day. I'm gonna do the funny SoundCloud thing. I used to actually make electronic music a little bit. I dabble. I say I used to make it. I kind of dabbled in it for funsies. You're a hardcore video gamer for your entire childhood. After you found TRPGs, literally almost like 2 years before you touch anything. And oh, touch a gaming console. Oh, nice. Well, it's just hard to find people to play with consistently. But yeah, you're getting some tea. Yeah. Let's see. Turn on my volume. Oh, hang on. That doesn't control my volume. This controls my volume. Yeah, if you guys want to hear very mediocre electronic music, don't look up Cross Effect on Spotify or Apple. Is there a better way to share this? If you want to hear, so okay. Also, like this, I didn't do a good job of writing this for Noah's Range either. I did do a good. Oh, you guys could hear that, couldn't you? That actually works. I can just show you in this. So this doesn't do a good job of really showcasing his vocals because like it's just not in his range. But yeah, this is the track I made with Noah. We recorded his vocals in like a day. Let me know if the volume's too loud or whatever. How did I choose my players for the live Star Wars game? Let's see. I'll turn it on. Pretty much it started out with like my real life friends that also played the system, and then one dropped out, and then Jeff from RPG Sessions was interested in joining, and so I had a chat with him and made sure like kind of on the same page kind of thing, and it worked out. That's like the short range. Like, I'm gonna fast forward. Can y'all hear this? So this is an old demo, but imagine something with Racker's perspective. Yeah, that could be funny. Actually, this is still one of my favorite songs I've ever written, like song wise, but I want to redo it as like a different style. It's not electronic music. Not bad at all. Hey, thanks, appreciate it. So yeah, that was Ragro on vocals there. But yeah, it's a fun time. I actually did make one new song somewhat recently. It was actually when I was in the hospital, like a year and a half ago with sepsis for a week. That wasn't fun. It was actually on an IRL trip with me and Noah's Discord server group. We started a Discord server in college, and it kind of grew, and now there's a bunch of regulars and stuff. And so we like 2 years in advance planned a big summer week-long trip at a cabin in North Carolina. And like towards the end of the week, I got sepsis, so that was a fun time. I don't remember what I even called this song, but I made it while I was bored in the hospital, so I made a lo-fi song. So I'll show you guys this one. Yeah, it got a whole 70 views. So yeah, I will say, like, the song didn't take me a day, but like the recording is vocals. We did it in like 4 hours, and it wasn't like super in depth or anything, but like I probably spent like a week or two on the actual, like, the song part of the song. like I wrote the vocal melody and the vocals and stuff, and then I kind of presented it to Noah, and I was like, "Hey, you wanna do the vocals for these?" And he was like, "Sure." Very cyberpunk, yeah. So this song, like the concept of it, I don't know if any of y'all listen to Sleep Token, but like the initial idea kind of started from the song Ascensionism by Sleep Token, and then I kind of threw in a reference that's kind of hidden to one of my favorite Periphery songs. Good lo-fi beat in the hospital bed, yeah. I had just downloaded Logic on my at the time new MacBook, so I was trying to figure out how it worked, and I was like, let's just make a song. So I made something that's very just kind of chill. What kind of music do y'all listen to? I will say I don't listen to like nearly as much electronic music anymore. I don't listen to nearly as much electronic music as I used to. But I'm mainly a metalhead. Listen to a lot of like. I need to fix this thing. Did I fix it? It's so small, I can't even see it. Kind of fixed it, not really, but green screens are not fun. If anybody ever has had to deal with green screens, they suck. So, cop out answer. You listen to everything. Okay, but do you listen to like screamo music though? Because people say they listen to everything, and I'm like, well, do you listen to metal? And they're like, well, actually, I don't listen to metal. I don't listen to anything that's screaming in it. Anything that has some rage and angst to it will do. If you gotta have some bite, yeah, it's fair. I did not mean to do that. There we go. Yeah, or oh, you know what? That's why it was messed up, is because I zoomed out the camera. That'll do it. You bounce around between genres depending on mood. That's fair. Yeah. So Noah, were you in reference to the title? No, I mean it was because I was in a hospital bed, so I was like, I was feeling a little homesick by that point. Or you probably meant to say Nate. That's fine too. That happens a lot. Special place in Metal Fair used to be Go To Forever. Have y'all ever heard of a band called Periphery? I always love talking about Periphery. They are my favorite band. You're fine. Y'all interested in hearing a song by my favorite band? Let's see if I can think of a good one to like first time show people. So this is my favorite band. They're not like super well known, but they're not like super obscure either. They kind of pioneered the gent, like the progressive metalcore gent modern metal sound that you hear now, but like despite that they're not super popular. But they have a super core like loyal following. This is my jam. green screen, don't like it. I got this album on vinyl. Juggernaut Alpha and Omega. Actually, I have all other records on vinyl. I love this band. Yeah, this is the band I mentioned in Lightspeed Lounge. Yeah, this kind of music is my happy place. Yeah. So, it's a fun time. So if you like this, go check them out. If y'all ever like snoop my Spotify on Discord, it's probably like Periphery that's gonna be playing. So I have a slight obsession. It's fire. Yeah, dude, this band's so good. It's all like super technical, but like it's technical, but it never loses the groove aspect of it. Like it has to groove and sound good. That's like the first and foremost thing. Like every single band member has to be like, heck yes, this is awesome. It's prog, but it's not. It doesn't have like the abrupt changes as much. Super groovy, top of being technical, and the vocal melodies are all like super like catchy and hooky. And they don't take themselves too seriously either. Like they put like funny stuff in like all their songs. They literally have a song called Fat Dracula. They have a 16-minute long epic called Reptile that's about alien invaders invading the Earth, and a pothead named Billy has to lead the human race in a fight against them. That's a banger of a song. Yeah. So they don't take themselves too seriously, which is fun. So yeah, I like them a lot. 16 minutes. 16-minute long song. The album is like a little bit over an hour. Here, actually, let me show you guys a song. Y'all want to see a good? Do y'all want to see me do a guitar? Do y'all want to see a guitar cover I did of one of their songs? It's not like a super technical song, but it's a really good song. I'll wait till this song's over. The song's almost over. But I mean, even this is like a 7.5 minute long song. But like, it really doesn't feel like it when you're listening to it. I learned it and recorded it in like 2 days. So, and there's really only like one part of the song that was kind of difficult. I spent like 2 weeks before second child was born of this past October learning a different song that's like 11 minutes long, and it's the hardest song I've ever had to learn on my guitar. And I never got it to full speed. I got it to like 85% speed. So maybe if y'all want to hear another one after that, we could do that one. Actually, that one's way more interesting. Let's just start with that one. because it's a lot harder. It's a lot more interesting to watch. Word of mouth and Facebook. It's like it's all in. It's in person, so it's not like it's It's in person, so it's not like I don't do virtual lessons. I feel like that'd be too hard. I can't like point at people's fingers and be like, no, this fret, this finger. But yeah, it's pretty much word of mouth and Facebook, like local Facebook county pages and stuff. Yeah, it's there and they're in person, and it's like $50 an hour, but it's 30-minute lessons. So people pay like $100 for four 30-minute lessons, which isn't bad. Where is this video? Gotta find it. Did I download this video at some point? Nope, that's not it. Okay, well, let's it's on my Facebook, so let me just log into Facebook real quick. Download it or figure out a way to like show it without showing my Facebook login. Dude, Facebook's been really annoying recently with the like the sending a code to your phone thing. Like they fixed it kind of recently, but it's so annoying to have to check my text every time I log into Facebook on a browser, dude. Even if I click trust this device, like what is up with that?
This is Omega by Periphery.
Can I full screen?
Speed. The whole song. Let's go.
Ugh. Oh, the controls are below. Okay, here we go. This is 85% speed. And I think I got up to 90% speed before like ADHD and getting busy kicked in, and then just wasn't able to keep up with it. So do I see myself branching out onto the channel to D&D and other main board games, or just Star Wars? On Tabletop Empire, the niche is the Star Wars D&D, the Star Wars RPG thing. So probably mainly Star Wars and Genesis, like the narrative dice systems. And even then, like keeping a focus on more Star Wars, because that's just kind of like what I'm more interested in. Though the initial idea was to maybe branch into other systems. But YouTube's one of those weird things where, like, if I really wanted to start another system, I'd probably just start a separate channel for that system. Yeah, so when I use an application called Ultimate Guitar, which uses tabs, and I can, so like a lot of the stuff I slowed down to like 30% speed, which is almost like unrecognizable. But like some of this is just so like weird and technical that it really required slowing it down that much. And then when on YouTube, you can actually like select the playback speed. So once I got it to 70%, I would just play along with YouTube at like 70% speed, then 75% speed, then 80, then 85, then 90, and that's kind of where I got it maxed out. Yeah, learning at speed percentages is kind of, it's almost like mandated. Like there's no way to play this stuff like at just straight 100%. It takes a lot of repetition, so it's like either wear headphones or your family members might just get driven crazy. So, ooh, I love this. So the guitar I'm playing in this video. It's a signature model for Mark Holcomb, which is one of the 3 guitarists of Periphery. And fun fact, I bought this off of Facebook Marketplace pretty much new. Like they bought it, put it in the case, never opened it. But they bought it at a clinic. So it's signed by Mark Holcomb. And I got like half off, like pretty much new. So that was really great. Like I got this for like $750 instead of $1,300 or something, $1,200. But this one's my baby. It's actually the same guitar, but blue and 7 strings. And unfortunately, this one's not signed. This is the first of the 2 that I bought, and I liked this one so much that I was like, okay, actually, I want this in the 6 string as well. So to get that blue one, I actually had to like sell 2 guitars and wait for a sale to afford it. The blue one's it was like $1,300 new. So I waited. It was like on a sale. It was like $300 off. Sold 2 guitars for like a combined $750, and so it was like $250 out of pocket. But it was also like I got that on my 20th year of playing, so it was kind of like it was like a treat for myself because I'd been playing for 20 years and none of my guitars at that point had broken the $1,000 MSRP. So I was like, I'm gonna treat myself. I'm not spending over $1,000, but I want something that's a little bit of a higher quality instrument. So. Dude, this coming up riff right here was the hardest part of the whole thing to learn. It's gonna be like literally 3 days just to like figure out what it was doing, because it's just so wacky. And then again, it's also hard because like there's a variation of this riff that's coming up that like my brain kept wanting to swap back and forth between them because they start the same way and they're both like equally difficult. So favorite D&D class in Star Wars career. Well, at this point I have way more time in Baldur's Gate 3 than actual D&D, but I would say I typically lean either fighter or wizard. And favorite Star Wars career, I haven't been a PC enough to really like form an opinion. I'm really playing like my second PC ever. My first PC was either a Sentinel or a Warrior. I don't even remember what my first character was. The one I'm playing now is Smuggler, Thief / Mystic Seer. Like I bought an extra tree. she has like the smuggler thief background, but the mystic seer is kind of the direction her force powers take her in. Yeah, GM Pain's for real. Dude, I would also kill for Larian to get their hands on Star Wars, dude. That would be... And make it the Star Wars Nerd Dice system. Maybe not, just because that might be hard for a computer game to, like, interpret advantages and stuff, you know? Yeah. But I would love for Larian to get a... This song's long. It's like a 12-minute long song. It just never stops the whole time. That's also why I took like 2 weeks to learn. And it's also so hard to improve because it's so long. So it's just like I can never like improve, get that last little bit on the full song because of how long it is. Yeah. And okay, I'm gonna admit something that I probably shouldn't admit. Like, I love playing Star Wars RPG and I love playing TTRPGs, especially with my friends. Like, it's really, really fun. But it's not one of like my absolute favorite of all time hobbies. And kind of one of the reasons for that is I didn't want to turn one of my absolute favorite all-time hobbies into a career, because I never wanted like something like video games to feel like a job. Because I enjoy them too much. I just don't want them to. I don't want them to be a job. And I'm kind of doing like guitar somewhat part time, just like supplemental income, so it doesn't really feel like a job at all. But like I really, really enjoy TTRPGs. It's something I'm very happy to make videos on for Star Wars, especially Star Wars RPG. I'm very happy to make videos on it. I really enjoy making videos on it. I really enjoy playing it. But like, I'm never gonna, if I woke up one day and been like, man, I really just hate Star Wars, like, or not Star Wars, man, I don't have it in me for TTRPGs. Like, I'm burnt out. Like, I've been doing content on it for 20 years or something, you know? Like, I'm not gonna be as like upset as if like I lost the capacity to play video games. Does that make sense? Like, if my top hobbies are here, like tabletop role playing is like here. I really, really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things to look forward to every week. But like, if a day came where I wasn't that into it anymore, it's just, I'd be like, I think I'd be okay with that, as opposed to like not being able to play video games anymore just because of feeling like a chore. I hope that makes sense. Because if you turn something you love into work, thing you love is going to start feeling like work at some point. So it's kind of like saving the most special things for myself, and then finding something that I still enjoy a lot. But yeah, I do have the physical Star Wars books. I own Edge of the Empire, Force and Destiny, Age of Rebellion, Genesis. I own Chronicles of the Gatekeeper, Jewel of Yavin, Mask of the Pirate Queen, the Consular book, the GM kit, the beginner's game, both Clone Wars era source books. When I started the channel, I only owned the 3 core books. That was it. So everything I've gotten since then is stuff that I've bought with channel funds to make review videos on it. And then I can also tax write-off. So it's nice. I kind of justify buying new books with making videos on them. You're on a lot of tabletop hiatus, but my live game makes you want to play again. Dude, I'm so lucky that my players are that good. It kind of makes me it makes me wish I had like other PCs that good in my game that I'm playing in as a PC, because like I want to have really good dialogue moments, and it's just really hard because, you know, one of the players is brand new, and then we're about to have another brand new to TTRPG player too. So it's just they just haven't played enough to get to that point, but they're improving. They're really getting better. This part's kind of easy. This part of the song's easy. Makes a little sense. You've been trying to stream your games with your friends and been lucky enough that they're excited to be part of the project. Hard work, little results, still loving it. Yeah, and I will say it's a little discouraging that like later episodes, Dark Underworld, aren't performing super well. Like every episode just gets less and less and less views, which it's a little bit sad, but as long as like the main Patreon people are still happy and funding it, it makes it worth it to know that we have like some really hardcore fans that are, especially also the ones that show up every single week to the premiere. Like we may not be able to always actively like participate in chat and stuff, but most of us have it at least like open on the side while we record the episodes. And it really means a lot to see people watching the new episodes live. So nothing's happening on Twitch. Let's shut down Twitch.
Hope you guys enjoy. I'll post again at 100%.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I had a some language on screen. Did not mean for that.
So like, if the rhythm guitarist is playing on stage.
Where is the thing? Just stop the video. Can I?
Yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna learn the lead parts too.
Where is the thing to stop the video? There it is. Sorry, my Discord server was open. That's one of the bad things about just sharing your screen. You never know what might pop up. Call it the most. Honestly, like it's not even. I don't have an issue with language. It's just I have children, and I know other people have children, and I want to be self-conscious. I want to be a little self-conscious about like what people want. Like I don't want another parent to have to worry about putting my content up on their TV, you know. And honestly, it's really weird that like it's become an unpopular opinion to like not expose your kid to language, which is weird. It's so weird to me. Like I made a post in the Periphery subreddit when their new album came out, and I'm like, I love this new album. My only qualm with it is that like there's language on 2/3 of the songs, so I can't play them when I'm like in the car with my kids. And it got downvoted, super crazy downvoted. So yeah. You got the most elaborate way of ensuring your players are on time ever. Oh yeah, it's actually really funny. I actually make the same joke with it's like, hey guys, we actually have a campaign that's gonna last a long time because y'all are contractually obligated to be here on Tuesdays. And it's obviously it's like they're all, I'm friends with everybody, so it's not like I'm being super strict about it, but it's just like you're committing to the year. Or you're committing to at least 1 year of the actual play, just because it is a production and whatnot. So yeah, it is expensive to get mics and cameras for everybody. It's crazy expensive. And honestly, Jeff came in super clutch. Them and RPG sessions, him and RPG sessions, they came in really, really clutch. When I say it would, like, the actual play wouldn't have happened without them, it probably wouldn't have happened without them, or it would have been like much cheaper video and audio quality. It is such a niche game, and it's really difficult. And that's one thing I hope my channel could do. I really want my channel to actually like help people to get exposed to the game, because D&D has such a large fan base, and Star Wars has a large fan base, and I feel like just getting them over the hurdle of the dice could bring a lot of people. And I think it also wasn't helping my channel at all for the first like 2 years that I was using AI art. So I'm hoping now that I'm like redoing the beginner's guide series and like moving forward, new content won't have AI and stuff in it. Just because like as I learned more about like how the AI stuff worked, I became less and less comfortable with having it, with using it. So I still use a bunch of AI stuff for my own personal use. Like, I use the AI image generator for my PC that I play with in my private game at home. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, I'm not selling it. I'm not making money off of it. It's just a create visual for my character that I'm using with just me and friends. And so I think it's the AI generation stuff's really fun in that regard, but I'm not a fan of how it's going in the professional scene. Personally. Doing your part, convince your group to do a Fantasy Flight Games Star Wars with the next campaign running. Nice. Dude, it's so hard to like, I feel like to convince people to do Star Wars. I feel like you have to start it with like, hey, do you guys like Star Wars? And they're like, yeah. Do you guys like tabletop role playing like D&D? And they're like, maybe. I've never tried it. I've never tried it, but like I've always maybe been interested, and that's how you hook them. You're like, okay, well, try it for like 2 or 3 sessions. If you don't like it, it's no commitment. Feel free to like not play anymore. But if you enjoy it, stick around and we just have fun. It really is just a way to like hang out with your friends and have fun. And it's even easier when you have a bunch of like, so I'm married with 2 children. All my friends are married with at least 1 children, with at least 1 child. So it's like, this is the one time a month we can meet up in person without our children, not at church or anything. Like, we just get to hang out and eat junk food and drink soda and goof around for like 4 hours, and it's like the best thing ever. So it's a fun time. And so that's kind of how we convince people to play. And then we've now started playing every week online, and then like the first weekend of every month we meet up once in person. So we actually get to play like more consistently now, which is super great. I'm always so excited for Thursdays. So we're actually adding in a new player on this Thursday. So that's gonna be really, really fun. If Disney did a better job with the movies and nurturing Star Wars hype, you feel like so many more people would be gravitated to the tabletop RPG? Facts. Yep. The issue comes from that, like, 1 out of 5 Star Wars projects that Disney puts out is actually great. 3 out of 5 projects that Disney Star Wars puts out is mediocre, and 1 out of 5 Disney Star Wars projects are terrible. Lack of PDF support too. Yeah. Lack of PDF support is a killer. But if you guys actually want to see my okay, do you guys want me to do a Star Wars tier list? Or do you want me just to show you my finished tier list? Or do you want me to actually like go through the whole tier list? I feel like it could be fun to show you to go through a whole like Star Wars movie and show tier list. Honestly, like the tier list changes every time I do it because like it just kind of depends on how I feel that day. Yeah, it'd be fun. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, that's fine. Can I did incognito so that way I would reset the Okay, so this is how I do it. Okay, so I'll just go in this order. This order is fine. So Acolyte. I started watching it when they were already like 3 episodes out. I think I kind of started like a few weeks late because I wasn't like, I heard not great things about it. And so I watched it, and like the first 2 episodes were meh. Like some things I liked, some things I didn't like. The third episode was pretty cringy. The next 2 episodes were kind of good, and then the ending wasn't good. And after like my initial rating was bad, but like after really like sitting on it, and I don't really read reviews of Acolyte or anything, so like this isn't fueled by the negativity online. This is just my own personal feelings. I thought it was kind of garbage. Like every single actor was so bad, except for like Master Soul was pretty good, and the Quimir guy was pretty good. I liked their actors, liked their characters. Osha / May was pretty painful to watch. Like it felt like a Disney Channel show, like Hannah Montana level acting, which I liked Hannah Montana when I was like, 11. I'm not 11 anymore, so that just doesn't hit the pass. And then the story was just kind of terrible. It didn't really make sense in a lot of areas. Yeah, I think it's the second worst Star Wars thing that's been made, unfortunately. Ahsoka ranges between good and meh, and I think like it would be in the lower end of the good tier for me. I think I enjoyed it more than I didn't enjoy it, but there was some like hokey stuff in it. Like Sabine didn't really feel like Sabine. The pacing and the writing of the pacing felt weird. Ahsoka didn't feel written very well. Thrawn wasn't written well at all. But it was fun. David Tennant's one of my favorite actors of all time, if not my favorite actor of all time. So like getting him consistently throughout the show was an absolute treat. I really enjoyed it was a little gratuitous, but like I really enjoyed the Clone Wars era flashback and getting more of Hayden. That was like special, dude. So overall, I'd put it like on the lower end of good. Andor is, in my opinion, like take off my personal rating cap, put on my favorite rate, take off my personal rating cap, put on the movie critic cap. Andor is the best piece of Star Wars media, hands down. Like it doesn't even come close. And yes, that is also accounting for Empire Strikes Back. I think Andor is the best piece of Star Wars media to ever exist. Now, putting my personal list on, Andor is my second favorite Star Wars media. But I think it's flawless. It's 10 out of 10. I own the Blu-ray limited edition like box set thing. Like I saw it on Walmart and I'm like, yep, I am buying this. This is mine. Andor is the absolute GOAT. It is so good. I get butterflies every time I rewatch it, dude. It is just perfection. Bad Batch, I would put a little bit above Ahsoka. So here's my thing. Season 1 Bad Batch was like 50-ish% filler, 50% like episodes that I was really invested in. Season 2 was like felt like mostly filler, and I wasn't really that interested in season 2 for the most part. There were a couple really good episodes, but like season 2 was kind of lower end of good. And then I really, really enjoyed season 3 because it just felt like the story was just going the whole time. Like there wasn't really filler. And I've kind of gotten to the point where like I don't really want filler in my shows. I want like every episode to really, really mean something to the overall show. So I was like, overall, I put Bad Batch here. I don't think it's like as amazing as everybody says, but I think it's still pretty good. Book of Boba Fett suffers from it being like a quarter of a Mandalorian episode, quarter of a Mandalorian season instead of Boba Fett, and then like immediately undoing the end of Mandalorian season 2, and then you have this terrible, like, the Vespa chase is one of the worst things in all of Star Wars in my opinion. I cannot stand the Vespa cyberpunk gang, and it's not even because of like what they are. It looks hokey. Like the Vespas looked way too clean and polished for Tatooine, and then I don't know. I really love the Major Domo in Book of Boba Fett, like the one who's like, apologies, apologies. I quote him all the time. That specific line. I loved the Tusken Raiders. I loved the Mandalorian episodes, but that's not really Book of Boba Fett. The last 2 episodes were really hokey. Episode 3 was really kind of weird. Episode 4 kind of picked up a little bit. So like overall, I would say Book of Boba Fett was meh. I didn't hate it, but like it has a lot of good stuff. But it has a lot of really not good stuff in it too. And I think that kind of pulls it down. The Clone Wars movie, I'm gonna probably place there. It was the first Star Wars movie I got to see in theaters. Because I was just like barely too young to see the prequels in theaters. I was born in '96, so I was like 3 when Phantom Menace came out, or something, or 4, 3. I was 3. So a little too young for the prequels. So I have little fond memories of Clone Wars, but like it really is just a couple Clone Wars episodes stapled together, and not even particularly good Clone Wars episodes stapled together. Oh, my camera feed went out. That's probably because my camera overheated. It's, I mean, I'll let my camera. I'm gonna let my camera cool down a little bit. This one that's also, eventually I would like a new camera because this one overheats. But anyway, yeah, the Clone Wars, overall I would put Clone Wars in great. It's not a perfect show because there's just way too many like slow filler episodes, but like when the episodes hit, they hit. The Clone Wars finale is one of my favorite. Like if the Clone Wars finale was all I was judging, it'd be up here tied with Andor. I would the Clone Wars 4-part finale is literally perfect. It's one of my absolute favorite things in all Star Wars. But the show, all 7 seasons, and I have to knock it out of perfect because there's too many filler stuff. Phantom Menace. I'd put it in perfect. I don't even care. Hate me all you want. I love the Phantom Menace. And this isn't my critical rating. This is just like how much I enjoy the movie rating. I really enjoy these movies. Attack of the Clones. I would actually probably place Attack of the Clones above Phantom Menace personally. I really like the Clone Wars start for the last like third of the movie. I enjoy the intrigue mystery thing. It's a fun time. I mean, sure, there's the Anakin Padme stuff, but like I don't know, I grew up with it, so it never really bothered me. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars movie, or anything. I love Revenge of the Sith. It is so good. I love it. It's my favorite. A New Hope, I would place. It's tough. Either here or here. I think this opinion's gonna change depending on the day. Today I'm feeling A New Hope over Attack of the Clones, but it's pretty close. Honestly, like I think they're all imperfect, so like these are all super close to each other. Empire Strikes Back for me would go there. It is my second favorite Star Wars movie, but Andor is just that good. And Return of the Jedi, I would put here. I don't have a problem with the Ewoks. I don't even have a problem with Jedi Rocks. I really, really just enjoy this movie. I got to see it in theaters on the rerun, and it was magical. It was so much fun, and I could not stop laughing during the Jedi Rocks thing. It is so funny to me. I actually prefer most of the special edition changes, TBH, for the original trilogy. Like, Han shot first is one that could be reverted back because it's stupid. The Greedo did definitely not shoot first. Han shot first. Adding Jabba to A New Hope was kind of dumb. I actually love the Jedi Rocks thing on a kind of like it's an ironic love, so I wouldn't take that out. I would get rid of the no when Vader throws Palpatine down the reactor shaft, but like, I mean, I love Hayden being at the end of Return of the Jedi. I love the Palpatine rework in Empire, even if like the dialogue's not as good. I love Victory Celebration. So I don't know. If I had to like overall take the special editions or not special editions, I would probably take the special editions. Force Awakens. Wait, what? Wait, really? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, that's all 6 main movies. Nice. Okay, Force Awakens. Okay, here's where I'm at. Do I rate these? I'm rating these movies based on my overall feelings about them, and that includes the trilogy they're a part of. So, when I left the theaters to Force Awakens, I was kind of disappointed because it was my first live action Disney Star Wars movie, and why is my battery on my camera like pretty much dying? That's crazy, dude. Plugged in. Whatever, no camera. I left the theaters disappointed because it just felt like I waited 18 years or whatever to see A New Hope in theaters, but like new but worse. And so it was kind of disappointing. And like leaving the theaters, I would have put it like probably more in the bad category. Kylo Ren was also really annoying and temper tantrumy. But like the more I watched it, the more it kind of inched its way up into meh. You know? I wanted it to be good. So it wormed its way up to meh. And then Last Jedi came out. I saw that in theaters, and I actually really enjoyed it on my first watch. But over time, I kept watching the movie, and like not even some of the internet complaints about it I still think are a little bit stupid, but overall the flaws really just dragged it down. It really dragged it down. And then Rise of Skywalker on. Okay, I will also say Last Jedi I saw it in IMAX. Okay, you can't not love Star Wars leaving IMAX. On the first the first watch, because it's just like the honeymoon phase of the movie. Like it doesn't matter. Like I'm gonna probably Force Awakens was a weird exception. Rise of Skywalker came out in theaters. I saw it IMAX, and I really, really liked it in IMAX. And then on my very first rewatch in May, when it came on Disney Plus, I did an 11 movie marathon with Ashlyn and my mom, and I realized how much the sequel trilogy all just takes a massive poop all over these perfect 6 movies. It takes every opportunity to just flush these 6 down the toilet and say, yeah, screw y'all, we're gonna do our own thing and try to redo Star Wars in our image. So I don't watch these. Anything in Bad or Below, I'm never watching again. You could not pay me to watch the sequel trilogy. or Acolyte, honestly. I really really despise the sequels. But if you love them, I'm happy for you. Moving on. Mandalorian. Seasons 1 and 2 were pretty great. Season 3 was not so great. So overall, I would put it on the lower end of great because the first 2 seasons are still pretty dang good. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I really, really, really enjoyed it as it was coming out, but like I rewatched it once or twice, and it kind of was one of those things where, every for every good thing in Kenobi, there were 2 bad things, or like weird writing choices, or things that like leave you scratching your head, or being like, wait, how can they not catch Leia? How did Reva get to the other end of the tunnel when Leia left first and Reva went in the tunnel after her? How did she get around Leia? Didn't show that. Why did Vader just let Kenobi get away in episode 3? Why did Obi-Wan not just kill Vader in episode 6 or whatever? Like, or why not why not introduce a reason why Obi-Wan has to leave in a hurry and can't kill Vader even if he wins the fight? Like, just leaving him alive, leaving Space Hitler alive makes absolutely no sense at all. So like, but like, I really like the good moments of the show. I really, really love the good moments because, as you know, I'm a sucker for Hayden and Ewan as Anakin and Obi-Wan. So like, I would, yeah. I mean, I'd put it like on. It's kind of with Ahsoka where it's really teetering on the meh, but I'd say like overall I do have more enjoyment for it than not. So I'm not like just indifferent. Rogue One is a perfect movie. I really love Rogue One. It is just it's such a good movie. Disney like I don't know what it is about. It's the guy. It's the guy who wrote and produced this show and Rogue One. The dude's just magic. He knows how to write good, compelling characters and compelling story arcs uh and like the tension and the emotional weight behind character. Like he knows. Here's the thing, I don't remember his name right now. He knows how to create characters you care about and write them and write the story that they're on. So good. So good. Rebels, this is going to be a little controversial. Like, today, okay, this can go either way depending on the day, in my opinion. I think Rebels is more consistently better than Clone Wars. Like, but the highs of Clone Wars are better than the highs of Rebels. And if I had to take like my overall enjoyment of either show into consideration, I would probably still say I like Clone Wars more than Rebels. But like Rebels is just a more consistent. I find myself bored less often in Rebels, you know. Skeleton Crew. It was just a lighthearted, fun adventure. I don't think it was really that great, but it was good. I don't really have any I don't have any complaints. It was a good show for 9-year-olds, and if I watched it when I was 9, I probably would like it way more. But I watched it when I was 28, so I can appreciate it for being a really good like tween age show. Fun little Goonies adventure. Solo. Eh. Yeah. Yeah. The guy who plays Han Solo just doesn't do it for me. There's too many A-list actors that draw me out of the movie too much. Like Daenerys is just Daenerys, but with a different name. There's the guy that plays Vision, who's kind of just like Vision but evil. There's Woody Harrelson, who plays Woody Harrelson. Donald Glover is the only performance there that pulls me out. Like, I think he's such a good Lando. Donald Glover was the only performance in Solo that, like, I forgot it was Donald Glover. I thought I was watching Lando Calrissian. Like, every other A-list actor in this movie just was such a distraction, and like the story wasn't that good, and it just answers too many Han Solo questions for one. Like, and I know this is kind of a complaint that gets said online, but like, why is it that every single thing about his backstory was told in the span of like 2 days? It really just, I don't know. It's meh. I will watch it on a Star Wars marathon. Oh, also, the Lando's droid is one of my least favorite Star Wars characters of all time. That is one obnoxious droid. Holy moly. I hate it. I literally clapped in the theaters when that droid died. Or I guess got, like, died and then got uploaded to the Millennium Falcon or whatever. But like, the droid died and I applauded because I hated it. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I'll rewatch Solo, but it's not something that I'll ever put on. And I would only rewatch it if I was doing a marathon of the movies, whereas like I would just skip the sequel to Necklight. Tales of the Empire was thinking. Like weighing all these options. I'd probably put it there. Like, I enjoyed it overall, but like, it was not even close to Tales of the Jedi, which is here, by the way. Tales of the Jedi was just way more consistent. Like, the only episode, honestly, is mainly the Count Dooku episodes were so good in Tales of the Jedi. And then like the Ahsoka episode, I love Ahsoka. She's one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars, but like the Ahsoka episodes were a little bit weaker in my opinion. But the Dooku episodes were so good. Whereas Tales of the Empire was just like, I don't know. I don't care as much about the pacing for the Barriss episodes was just a little bit weird. And then I don't care that much about Morgan Elsbeth or whatever her name is. So, and then I would put Visions probably there. Like I really like half of them, and I'm just not a huge fan of the other half of them. But it's it's like an anthology series. So that's just gonna happen sometimes. And like anime has so many different styles of anime that they're not all gonna be my cup of tea. But yeah, this is today's Star Wars list. If you guys want to see, actually, if you guys want to see my list from here, this is my list from like 3 weeks ago. As you can see, like it really does change depending on the day. It really does just change depending on the day. So, but this is how I'm feeling today. Even cater to your biases. Yeah. Imagine the prequel trilogy being given the same love and care as the Pirates of the Caribbean series. That would have been absolutely amazing while still feeling like Disney. Yeah, I mean, but I'd still take the prequels over Pirates of the Caribbean. Also, like, I don't think Pirates of the I mean, I love At World's End, but like, it feels like it is a significant drop from the first two movies. And then like we don't even really talk about Pirates 4 and 5. Like, I'll rewatch Pirates 4 and 5, but like it really isn't as good as the first three. So, but yeah, I mean, if the prequels were given the same love and care that Andor and Rogue One was given, that would have been great. But I still love them regardless of their flaws. They are perfect for me. They're not perfect movies, but they're perfect for me. In terms of the original 6, yeah, I think like this one was me being a little bit more critical. Like, this was me implementing a critical or more critical my critical cap was more on for this list. More, I'll say more on, not completely. It's never going to be completely on, but like for example, I think I didn't weigh in the whole trilogy as a whole for the sequels. So like on an individual movie basis, like I'd say Last Jedi is a meh movie, but like in the grand scheme of Star Wars and the sequel trilogy, like I think it's bad. But like on its own merit, I would say Last Jedi is a meh movie. If I had to like critically rate these, I'd say they were great movies, whereas I think this is the bias. Stop. This is the bias here. But like I mean everything else, this is kind of more my if I had to critically more critically rate Star Wars. Whereas this list is like this is just my complete personal enjoyment level. Like I took all critical thinking out the wind. This is just how much I enjoy each property here. And honestly, like I could be nice to Book of Boba Fett. I could move it up. Because to me, there are, I guess, more good episodes than bad episodes. There were like 5 good episodes of Book of Boba Fett and 3 bad episodes of Book of Boba Fett. And its biggest flaw is really just undoing the end of Mandalorian season 2 immediately. So really? Oh, I think The Rise of Skywalker is by far the worst, and its biggest crime is bringing back Palpatine, because that just undermines Anakin / Vader being the chosen one and bringing balance to the Force. Bringing Palpatine back is the unforgivable sin of this, because it just undoes the prophecy from the prequels. Anakin's my favorite character, and bringing back Palpatine disrespects Anakin. So, but I can see how people hate The Last Jedi more. I understand it. I hate The Rise of Skywalker more. Oh, it makes me act like The Rise of Skywalker actually just makes me like actively angry. And my entire Twitter news feed and threads, my Instagram threads and Twitter news are all it's all just like sequel love and Rise of Skywalker love, and it frustrates me so bad. And I just scroll past because I don't want to rain in anybody's parade, but I really don't understand how somebody could say Rise of Skywalker is their favorite Star Wars movie. I really don't understand it. But anyway, guys, it is getting late. I want to go snuggle my wife and go to sleep. So and then tomorrow I got to finish planning the next session for Dark Underworld. And I got to finish editing Tuesday's episode too, the audio for it, music and stuff. So I would do it in the morning. But I hope you guys have a wonderful evening / night / morning wherever you guys are watching this from. This was fun. I'll see if you guys want to come back. I'll be live again next Sunday. So catch you then. See you guys later. Peace out.